Nobody's watching blue, guys.
Someone is around me.
I'll go in blue. Nice resi. Yeah, one's gonna come blue.
The one on me. I don't know.
Missing off on the pretty much the whole round will be a heavy loss on the side of Last Technology. But this shouldn't really bother Last Technology because again, there are still 4 more players on those side. Never mind, 3 more players. Why? Because it's Spec who takes out Hutch for another one for the extended lead. 5-3 situation. 2 more hard breacher and 1 soft breacher are alive. Never mind, 2 more players. Another hard breacher just got fragged out. Levansk with his first frag in this game, taking out the Thermite, and that means of course only a Hibana and a Sledge are still in this game for Last Technology. Invicta, Imperium. I mean, Last Technology does have trouble in the beginning rounds. It looks like they didn't really warm themselves up, and they are just kind of cold. Did go cold in this match. Still, this shouldn't really bother the mid game. Of course, it will be a heavy loss for the first few rounds, and they need to kind of re-roll those rounds in the later time of this game. But again, it's still it shouldn't be such a big problem because there are only 2 rounds played yet, so it's still they are still able to turn this game.
One close, one in Drogo.
Yeah.
I see him. I'm waiting for him.
They just crossed. Good touch.
Hold back, guys. One peeking. Have an angle. Now watching. Reloading.
Alright, Hibana's 1 HP.
One
Hibana
dead.
1 HP.
Wow.
There's a double kill from the Jäger and the Mute, and that means we are having the extended lead on the side here of the team of, let me have a look, of Invicta, Imperium 2-0. Not bad.
Blow up.
Where?
From below.
Yo, balcony already. Hold on, I'm moving on.
Are they
Hello?
reaching already?
They're in kitchen.
He missed both.
Okay.
Yeah, Sophia missed both.
Oh, bro.
I'm gonna go for a swap, bro.
K9 window. Okay, took 1.
Did they open breach?
They can open. Yeah,
One's
they
close
open
right,
bridge.
one's close right. Done.
Take cover, or he will be in a line of sight. Then you are now going into a trying to aim at the double door in Piano. Isn't getting there a kill, but Levansk takes out Power. Vino takes out Levansk. That means of course again a 4-4 situation after only 1 minute and 20 seconds of playtime in this round. Another flashbang trying to confuse the player inside, but there isn't any follow-up, and that means of course we will not have any more frags at least till yet. Ryazu, the long angle into the hallway, trying to maybe hold off another push. Sees the Sledge, gets a kill, and that means of course another draw situation. It's a pretty tight round right now between those teams. It looks like that Last Technology finally got themselves into the game, finally got themselves in a pretty on a strong performance. In the other case, Invicta kinda lets themselves the game out of their hands. Yeah. Then Young Craig takes out got fragged out from Heda. Ryazu takes out Heda as well. That means an immediate refrag is there. Of course, in this case, the refrag potential is decent, at least on the side of Last Technology. Totsuki now with the last remaining player, but he doesn't get far. Vino also frags him out, and that means, of course, in this case, we are going for the 2-2 lead. And
Like nobody was pushing. Okay, let's go second floor again. Nobody was pushing Solarium, so it's kind of all clear. I would do Melusi so we can actually slow them down, you know? Because they were pushing quite hard.
I'll go for that guy rappelling. They don't have
Swap
any.
to a Jaeger LMI. A Jaeger LMI would be great. There's so many impacts. Yikes.
Secure the bombs.
Oh my god, I don't have a. Oh my god, I don't have a hole on this gun.
Do you have reflex?
No, nothing.
Do you want the hatch open or?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh, we have
Just
you
open up.
can open it.
Hatch open, you said?
Yeah, yes, please.
Lights open, you said? I prefer lights off.
What?
10 seconds.
What were you talking about?
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for assault.
The
5
hatch.
seconds.
They have a drone kitchen.
Op 4 has
Lights are
located a
open.
bomb.
It's the same in the opposite, so I'm not sure why I just said that, but never mind. Going into round number 5, second last round before, again, this already spoken round swap will take place, and we will need to see what the team of Last Technology will perform now in their second last attack. By the way, pretty interesting. Why is Totsoyuki playing with an iron sight? I'm actually not sure, but again, it's his own choice, so we're just gonna let him play.
I got the new already.
Time to ring.
Oh,
They
one
joined me.
Solarium.
So,
Down Solarium.
Reading? Not reading. Ash is
Oh,
dead.
nice.
They already.
Opening frag in this round, it's gonna be Scapt against Vino. Vino kind of looks like that he is always part in this opening frag. Sometimes in the fragger positioning, sometimes in the dev position. In this case, he's dev, already dead. That means, of course, Last Technology again in an operator disadvantage. On the other side, we're also having a pretty not aggressive.
You see someone? Oh, window! Wow! What
What's
is
already the
that?
opposite of aggressive? I'm kind of lost the word. Never mind. Totsuki with a kill against Chaos. Hutch with the kill against X-Pac. Means, of course, we are for another 4-3 situation. Only a Bug Fermat and a Sophia are still alive. Sophia takes out Hedak. That Hader. That means, of course, we are again in a tie. And now Hutch trying to play vertical, trying to find that player he already lost a couple of seconds ago. Doesn't really look like that he's able to find him anymore, so that means, of course, we will stay in this tie position on both sides. Now, looking into the sides of both teams, they kind of they try to play passive right now. It doesn't really look like that Invicta Imperium is trying to really go for this aggressive play like we saw yesterday from Amex Esports Red. On the other side, Last Technology also playing a passive way. That's why we are having a really slow rounds. At least we had some really slow couple of rounds in round number 1 and 2, and also in 4 and 5. And yeah, round number 3 was a little bit faster. I'm not sure why it was there, but it just kind of was. Heda now with the kill against Yuki, and of course Yuki with the kill against Heda. That means we are going for a trade in this case. 2 more players on both sides remaining, and it looks like they need to push because the time is pretty near of is up, and they again need to go for the plan. Are they able to do it? Yes, they are. They try to push it, but they weren't able to. Hutch with the kill against Levant, but it's gonna be the retake from Daniel. Yes, double kill. That's a clutch, and that's the draw for the round sub, at least for Invicta Imperium. They are able to go now for the positive round sub if they are able to get the next round onto their own side.
Yeah, it's clear. Trench is open.
The first half in this 6th round already got played. We do have 1 casualty on the side of Last Technology, but that's it till yet. We do have a little bit more players, of course, in this case on the side of Invicta, and it looks like Levansk is trying to go for a C4 throw here through this single wall. Is he able to hit it? It's a nice throw, and he does get much damage off on the side of Chaos and Hutch, but it will not take any kills. That means, of course, still the gunpowder in the round on the side of Last Technology, and there will not be any the extended lead now, at least until yet. We are heading into the last 50 seconds, so that means of course the late game is right in front of us. Hutch now with the kill against Expect, taking on the draw situation, now going for the breach, at least in the eastern wall at Wine Cellar, going right next to it, of course, also another player. In this case, it's going to be the Thermite. Upstairs, we had a frag now from Ryazu taking out Chaos. Nice pre-fire on the side of its power, but he doesn't get the shots. That means, of course, still the lead on the side of Invicta. Now, trying to play them out with the smokes, trying to kind of rotate with the smokes. Hutch takes at Ryazu, but its power also takes pretty much the whole HP bar. Now going into the push, going into the plant. Is he able to plant it down? No, he isn't. Levansk with the kill against its power. Only Hutch alive, and he is alone against two more players, but he isn't able to clutch it out, and that means of course we are going for a positive round swap on the side of Invicta Imperium, and they are now in a better position to hold this to get themselves into the lead, get themselves the victory, at least in our first game of the night. It's only the only game of tonight, so never mind. Still, Invicta Imperium, of course, a little bit closer than Last Technology is, and we are heading into Master Office. We are going into the rounds up. That means, of course, Last Technology heads now for the defense, and in this case, normally I would say Last Technology now on the stronger side, but in this case, because it's Chalet like Coastline, one of the few maps who are especially attacker sided, and that means of course Invicta Imperium having now a big opportunity to maybe take this game for their own in the next couple of rounds, maybe even in the next 3 rounds. That means of course they would need a clean sweep in our second half of this game. Still, going for our first round in our second half, overall the 7th round, like you can read it on the top of the screen. It looks like that also the team of Last Technology will play pretty much the same like Invicta did. They also will play it with an Aruni. They will play it with a body hole into the hallway. By the way, pretty interesting. It looks like that the at least the French region and at least the French region really playing themselves with a body always with a body hole into the staircase. At least it looks like we saw it. I mean, we already saw it yesterday in between Amex Team Red and Webspell Gaming Team White, and we already again see it today. We saw it on the side of Lost Technology, we saw it on the side of Invicta Imperium, so again it looks like that's a popular thing to do. In the German region at least, you do not really see that kind of play here. Normally they, if they're gonna play it with this body hole, they also play it vertically, at least they play it over 2 sides. I mean 2 floors in the western side, like we saw it in the first round on the side of Invicta in Imperium already with the pulls. But again, different regions, different playstyles. In this case, it looks like this could be a small little French thing. Alright, round number 7. We are heading into our 2nd minute. We didn't have any casualties yet. I mean, they're also having some issues at the breach right now. I mean, this could be the position, the situation now for Buck to go for the vertical play and of course take out the Mew Jammer. It even looks like that he's gonna do it right now. Yes, he is. He goes for the vertical play. He tries to play out those Mew Jammers and of course go down for this play against. For the breach. Yes, the breach is on. That means of course the angles and line of sights are open for the objective. Hedda takes now finally our first opening frag in our second half in this game. Of course Last Technology now with the upper hand in this game. That's a pretty interesting thing to see. On the other side, it looks like that also Invicta Imperium does have some issues in their attack. Levansk trying to go for a gun for a impact. I mean yeah, just for a gunfight against the player here at the K9 balcony door. He isn't able to play him out, but he is at least able to kind of force him back from that window. And what? That is a kind of lucky. Yuki didn't really know that there was a player, but he still got the damage on him. Ryazu on the other side takes out Chaos, and that means we are again in a tie situation. Both teams are now on 4 players again, and it looks like that Invicta Imperium now also regaining their strength after the rounds up in our attacking side.
I think
Maybe run in for plant. Run in for plant. You're covered. from
Behind
now.
this.
We have Lucy left.
Well, okay, one's piano. Just planting. Hold.
Piano clear.
Oh, wait, what? I didn't really realize that the diffuser already got planted. It's Power with the kill against Levans. Kriazo takes out Hutch. Yuki with the kill against Heda. 3-2 situation. Well, that escalated pretty quickly. Only 2 more players alive in the defense, and that's gonna be the Jäger, who is trying to retake the objective. Going for a close gunfight against a player on K9 balcony. Isn't able to get him out. No, it's Yuki with the kill against Vino, and that means, of course, only 1 more player alive, and this is gonna be its Power at the piano room. Is trying to maybe get some single picks out, but he will not regain the diffuser. Why? Because the time is up. You need 7 seconds to, of course, defuse the diffuser, but this time isn't there. And of course, in the end, he also got shot, fragged out from Diana, and that means, of course, on the other side, we are 2 more rounds away from a potential. I mean, 1 more round away from a potential match point on the side of Invicta Imperium. On the other hand, there are 2 more rounds away, of course, from the whole victory of this game. And again, opening the round, it's gonna be except shooting out Heda. Heda is, it looks like he is what's the name in English? Can't say it again, but it looks like Heda is the player who gets fragged out pretty early in the game many times. On the other side, is except getting the opening frag again, but he isn't able to really survive much longer. So that means the draw out kill is already there. And wait a minute, Levansk already able to breach. There isn't any player in the objective. This could be the perfect opportunity for the team of Last Technology to already set the diffuser down. Of course, now it's Power with the opportunity to hold the angle into the default plant spot, but overall it doesn't really look like that Last Technology would be able to right now retake the objective. I mean, the breach is open. Nobody really does have a sight onto the default plant spot. Only Levansk, who's trying to frag out the player in piano. Oh my god, no, Levansk, you have a... The prediction is there, but you just need to wait a little bit longer, because the Thunderbird really is waiting on the snowmobile garage. I mean, we can see it there. The shots are there. They are hitting, but the frag isn't there. That means, of course, still Invicta, Imperium, and Last Technology tied.
One's in dining.
Rizal now with another pre-fire.
One's in dining.
Levansk is going for the plant. Yes, he is. Are they able to prevent the plant? No, they aren't. And it looks like it. Yeah, it doesn't only look like it is another after plant situation.
One is in.
Invicta Imperium now in there.
One was dining.
Yuki takes out Chaos.
he's piano.
Trying to hold a new angle. Lina with the kill against Levansk for the 3-3 situation. And never mind, its Power also is out now. Yuki with the kill against Power. Yuki with another again against Hutch. Only one player alive. Kriazo will be the player who will get the exit frag. That means, of course, we are heading into a match point.
Nice
My
shot.
god, the team of Invicta Imperium right now dominating the second half of this game, and that means, of course, only 1 more round before they have the victory in their hands. And it looks like we are going for a bar gaming side. All right. Glass Technology chooses another side in this case. They aren't going for another, Master Bedroom Office after 2 times back-to-back defenses where they lost. I think it's time to choose another objective, and that's what they are going to do.
Piano wall.
No, don't get it yet. Don't get it yet. Hold on.
I got the mirror window.
This guy behind the shield, I saw him. Mirrors on fireplace.
Footprints. And footprints. Back from left.
Should I breach this?
Yeah.
But after a first couple of seconds, we are already again in
Guys, somebody has to
space
watch
again,
the-
and also having the opening frag. Kriazo takes out Polino
Mirrors top
with
fireplace.
the direct refrag from Heda against Except. course, a 4-4 situation. It looks like
Here is a-
Invicta is
Mira
not
dead,
gonna,
Mira dead, Mira
blow
dead.
the torch much
Shot,
longer.
shot.
They just want to finish that.
think there was one.
Oh, behind,
Go home with
outside
3
bathroom.
points.
Holy
Then you
shit, man.
with the kill against Chaos. 4-2 situation. Only
Gotcha,
2
okay.
more players
think
alive.
that's,
And that's gonna
somebody,
be its power. And that's gonna be Hutch. Both
upper
players,
blue,
of
upper
course,
blue.
on the defending side.
Upper
Only
blue.
one more player
Upper.
alive. That's gonna be Mute. And yeah, again, it doesn't really look
24
like
guys,
that
you
they
got
are
Chill, just
really
chill.
gonna prevent our end of
He's
the
getting
game
scammed,
really
he's
much
getting
longer.
scammed.
It's just gonna its power with
Yeah,
SMG11 and a Dream, trying to clutch out 4 players. It's pretty hard task.
GG.
Good shot.
Pretty hard
Hey,
task, but
boys.
he will not achieve it. GGVP. We are finally over with our second game, of course, of the ELC on this channel. Again, I'm sorry that my English skills aren't that great. I'm used to cast in German. You saw it in the Fire League, you saw it in the GSA, and you saw it also, at least if you saw it at the Penta tournament last weekend. On the other side, again, I hope you still enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the match, and